It's a very important forum for us as we talk about South-South cooperation, as we try to come up with methodologies and a framework for making that a reality. We in the Caribbean are the African diaspora. We are part of the African diaspora. We're connected to Africa. And so for us, it's only natural that we participate in a forum such as this. We expect dialogue. We expect to learn from experiences that have happened here on the continent. We expect to share our own experiences, particularly in areas such as renewable energy, on the work that we've been doing in small island developing states, dealing with energy independence, dealing with green energy. We feel that these are all valuable lessons. We have looked at Morocco and what Morocco has been able to achieve, quite phenomenal. It's an example, I feel, that we all can learn from in terms of moving forward. So, of course, we're interested in making a better life for our people, whether they live in the Caribbean or they live here in Africa. And so connecting ourselves more closely and building on the historic relationships that have existed is for us very important. Without green energy independence, there's no capacity for growth. Indeed, there's no Caribbean, there's no life. And that is a reality for us because climate change and the prospect of rising oceans, bearing in mind that our islands are surrounded by ocean. And so a nominal rise in ocean has the potential to really wreak havoc on our islands. We see it as an existential threat. And so if we do not do what is right, it will mean that we potentially can disappear because, for example, most of our islands rely on tourism as our major industry. The tourists come because they want the sun, they want the sea, they want the sand. And so most of our hotels throughout the Caribbean are along the coast. Now, if the ocean starts to rise, it means that our hotel infrastructure is wiped out. It means that our very way of life becomes threatened. And so for us, it's a very serious issue. This is not academic debate for the Caribbean. This is a real practical matter that we have to address. It is existential. I use the example of Dominica, another island, a sister island in the Caribbean. And on the 27th of August last year, there was 6 hours of rainfall in Dominica during Tropical Storm Erica, which wiped out 90% of Dominica's GDP. So just for your listeners to put that in context, 6 hours of rainfall, 90% of GDP gone. That is our reality. And so we must confront it if we are to ensure that our children and our grandchildren will have a life in the region. It is my hope that they will invite me back at some point in time because we really think that notwithstanding our small size, that we do have a voice, we do have an important voice that has to be heard as we talk about these issues that impact all of us.